Welcome, dear soul. Welcome to this sacred moment of listening and resting in wisdom. If these words touch your heart, I invite you to share your thoughts in the comments, to subscribe so you may return again and again, and to share this teaching with someone who longs for peace and light. For today, I will speak to you of patience, the hidden jewel we often overlook, yet the jewel that transforms waiting into awakening. When you are waiting, do you feel restless? Do you feel time pressing against your chest, as if the world is moving too slowly for your desire? Perhaps you wait for healing, or for a prayer to be answered, or for love to arrive, or for a door to open in your work, your family, your life. Waiting can feel like a punishment, yet it is also the quiet teacher that bends us toward the truth. And here is the secret I wish to share with you. What you do in the silence of waiting will shape who you become when your waiting is over. Many run from this silence. They fill their waiting with noise, with distractions, with endless longing. But the enlightened path teaches us, in the space of waiting, the heart is stretched wider, the breath grows deeper, and the spirit becomes patient enough to hold eternity. And what does eternity mean here? It means you learn not to rush, not to grasp, not to cling, but to sit, to soften, and to trust. And this trust becomes a prayer stronger than words. Think of the seed buried beneath the earth. It waits in the dark, unseen. The seed does not cry out, "Why not today? Why not now?" It rests. It trusts the soil, the rain, the light that will come. And because it waits, it is prepared to break open, to rise upward, and to blossom in its season. Do you see? Your waiting is not wasted, is planting. Some of you may be asking, but what if my waiting never ends? What if the answer I long for never arrives? Here is the teaching. Even if the exact form you desire does not come, patience transforms you so deeply that the very need begins to dissolve. Your heart grows strong enough to carry loss, flexible enough to meet change, and open enough to recognize blessings you once overlooked. This is why patience is holy. It gives you the strength not only to endure, but to awaken in the midst of uncertainty. Patience is not about standing still like a rock, resisting all storms. No, patience is more like a river. It flows quietly, gracefully bending around stones, knowing that in time it will reach the ocean. And if the river can trust the pull of the ocean, can you not trust the pull of your own destiny? The waiting season is not meant to harm you. It is meant to carve your spirit, like water carving stone, shaping you into someone who can hold what is yet to come. But hear this carefully. Patience is not passive. It is not sitting idly, saying, "I will do nothing until my dream arrives." True patience is active surrender. It means you keep walking, step by step, with gentleness and faith, without forcing the outcome. You rise each day, you breathe, you offer kindness, you plant seeds of good action, and you let time ripen them. When you act this way, patience becomes strength, not weakness. And here is the mystery: when you finally learn to wait with patience, you are no longer truly waiting, for your mind is not trapped in tomorrow. It has learned to rest in the sacredness of now. And in this moment, everything is already complete. Can you feel that? Even as you long for tomorrow, this breath is whole, this silence is rich, this presence is enough. Waiting then becomes a doorway into presence, not a prison of delay. Perhaps you are waiting for someone you love to change. Perhaps you are waiting for forgiveness. Perhaps you are waiting for healing in your body or clarity in your mind. I see you're waiting, and I say to you, do not let it harden your heart. Let it soften you. Let it bend you toward compassion. For when you know how heavy it feels to wait, you will never judge another for their delays, their struggles, their journey. Your waiting will teach you tenderness. Imagine sitting beneath a tree in stillness. The leaves are not rushed, the wind is not hurried, the clouds move slowly across the sky. Everything has its rhythm. And in the same way, your life has its rhythm. Your blessings have their appointed hour. Your unfolding has its season. The universe is never late. It is we who rush ahead of it. But when you step back into rhythm, when you wait with patience, you align with the great song of existence. And yes, I know, sometimes your waiting is filled with tears. Sometimes it feels like silence is the only answer. But even silence speaks. Even silence shapes. Patience does not erase your pain, but it gives it a space to breathe, to move, to transform. And through that transformation, patience becomes your prayer. So, what can you do in the waiting? You can breathe deeply, each breath reminding you that life is still here, unfolding. You can bow in gratitude for what has already been given, so that your waiting is not poisoned by complaint. You can plant small seeds of goodness, each day kindness to a stranger, forgiveness to yourself, compassion for the world. And as you do, you will find that your waiting is no longer empty. It is filled with meaning, filled with life, filled with prayer. Let me leave you with this gentle reminder. The tree does not rush its fruit. The moon does not hurry its rising. The ocean does not force its tides. All things unfold when the time is ripe. And so will you. So will your blessings. So will your healing. Trust the rhythm, my dear friend. Trust the unseen work that is already moving on your behalf. Pray for patience not as a burden to carry, but as a gift to embrace. For patience is not about waiting for the perfect moment. It is about discovering perfection in this very moment. And now, as you continue your journey, may your heart rest in the peace of patience. May your waiting become a sanctuary, not a struggle. May your breath be slow, your steps be gentle, and your spirit be free. And when the day arrives, when your waiting is over, you will look back and see that patience was not wasted time, was the very ground of your awakening. If these words have touched you, leave a comment below and let your voice join this circle of peace. Subscribe so this well of calm and clarity is always near to you. And share this teaching with someone who longs for light in their season of waiting. May you walk with patience, may you rest with peace, and may you awaken in love.